awuzondlula, awuzondlula, inhliziyo yami ayinakuthula, ngithani khala, ngivele ngithula, ngicela ukuthula, akukho lula, awuzondlula, awuzondlula, angeke kume, angeke kume, sonini nanini, themba wena, themba wena, angeke kume, angeke kume, sonini nanini, themba wena, themba wena, angeke kume, angeke kume, sonini nanini, themba wena, themba wena, angeke kume, angeke kume, sonini nanini, themba wena, themba wena, akukho lula, ngicela ukuthula, 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 inhliziyo yami ayinakuthula, ngithani khanda ngivele udume, ngicela ukuthula, akukho lula, uzondlula, inhliziyo yami ayinakuthula, ngithani khanda ngivele udume, ngicela ukuthula, akukho lula, uzondlula, angeke kume, angeke kume, sonini nanini, themba wena, themba wena, angeke kume, angeke kume, sonini nanini, themba wena,
Cindy always says I look nice.
Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? What's up, beautiful people? It's another quarter to weekend.
Yebo.
Yes, ke letsatsi la bomme ba mrapele re hallelujah. Hey. Kora ke na moriri TCEE itse eno batla shapa cosplay. Anyway, welcome to Sisterhood Mensa. It's me, your girl, Miss Afriberry, Berry Blaze, the darker the berry, the sweeter than Tontoni. Imnandi mamnyama mamhlopile tekateken but maraloko famba na meweta ikomakahle.
Yebo.
And angihamba ngiwana ngihamba no TC.
Yes. Hi, guys. It's another engaging and lovely episode. Namhlanje. Today we have a lovely guest, an in-studio guest.
Yes.
Mukhadi, our Khosikgadi Mukhadi.
Re tlo bua ka diwasho tsa ho robalana.
No. Maybe. But yeah, today's topic, guys, it's sexual health and sexual desires. What do you want to explore when it comes to the bedroom? What do you love? What is sexual health? So we are talking all things sexuality, sexually, izinto zakhona zama bedroom. So stay tuned. Khosikgadi Mukhadi is going to tell us the spiritual side of sex. Like we said last week, sex is spiritual. No matter whether you are Christian, whatnot, bayantshela. So nathi yes, izoba no. Our guest is going to let us know a little bit of the spiritual side of sex and how we can cleanse our energies, keep ourselves pure. You know, well, purity is yeah, I don't know, unreal, but yeah, you keeping our energy cleansed and everything good. So yeah, let's get started.
Ba fe tona fa ndake ke tshore chakrani. Kore no yana ke tla jadina master. But don't forget, right now we just welcomed ngoma ka Kayisa athi sonini na nini ngithemba wena. Don't forget that on the 14th of December, we have the Shared Music Awards coming to life from Soweto Theatre.
Yeah,
And you can purchase your ticket at web ticket for only 200 rand. 200 rand. But if you're a group of 5, sukushaya a combo deals, it's 160.
Yebo.
New 5, it's 160.
Yebo.
Ungakhohlwa ukuthi we're having live performances, motivational speakers, and of course me.
Afriberry.
Hey, I must not forget.
Vote.
Female presenter of the year.
Vote. Guys, vote.
How do we vote?
You got advertise me.
Why?
Female presenter of the year. If you want to vote for me, Miss Berry Blaze to win female presenter of the year, you can. Don't forget that if you also want to vote for also your favorite nominee, you just go to our YouTube channel, you subscribe, you take a screenshot. After taking a screenshot, you also go to our
Facebook page.
You also take a screenshot. After taking the screenshot, Askis, I'm trying to find the number
video.
that you guys SMS to. And then after that, you also head over to our Facebook channel, right? You also like or follow, and then you also take the screenshot of that. After taking the screenshot, you SMS your screenshot, not SMS, you send a WhatsApp text with your screenshots to 083 669 499 with your number, with your nominee's number. For me, it's press 05. For TC, it's
Press 15.
Yes, so to vote for TC, you go for Praise 15. To vote for me, it's Praise 05. Praise stands for present.
Yeah, well,
president.
guys,
I am
ni
a
rude mara mashemates anisafuni nokwazi ukuthi uMukhadi as introduce yena ngani akhulume nani since athulile nje Mukhadi. Can you just tell everybody who you are and just let us know a little bit about yourself?
Let's start them.
Yes, who is Mukhadi?
Oh, you've switched to my name now. Dimelang to your beautiful guests, and dimelang to my spiritual G's as well. Kalibito ke Mukhadi. Okay, no, I don't share my name on the usual, but
yes.
I have a real name. ke mokgadi. Yeah, they decided to call me Khosi Khadi Mokhadi because yes, we are gods up in here, and we are royal beings up in here. So yeah, so what I do, I run a podcast that's called the Stone Queer Podcast, where we deal with African spirituality, the African calendar, the way of life, Gataki, the concentration camp, and everything that has to do with melanated issues. So today, I was asked to be here on another topic that I like, but we don't share much online.
Yeah, we don't. We really don't, guys. This is a safe space, no taboos, real talk. We are being open, honest, authentic.
Yeah.
So when you are here, it's a safe space. You're not here to be judged. We're here to empower each other. We're here to share knowledge because we all experience things differently. As much as we all have common issues.
That's what's up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So guys, mina ngizon describe according to WHO, which is the World Health Organization, what is sexual health. So who defines sexual health as a state of physical, emotional, mental, and social well-being in relation to sexuality. It's not merely the absence of disease, dysfunction, or infirmity. Sexual health requires a positive and respectful approach to sexuality and sexual relationships, as well as the possibility of having pleasurable and safe sexual experiences free of coercion, discrimination, and violence. For sexual health to be attained and maintained, the sexual rights of all persons must be respected, protected, and fulfilled. So guys, when you engage in sexual activity, it's about pleasure, it's about mutual it's about mutual
consent.
and consent. Consent is very, very important. That's why you must always check and affirm consent. Even when you are doing your kinks and stuff. That's why there's things like safe words, and all of that. So then, without further ado,
we will come back and talk about that. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick breather. And then once we come back, we're going to go, today we have a different version. We're going to go to our brother's corner.
Yeah, at least we have brothers.
We have a VN from a Jane
fan.
vandaag. So we're going to go to our brother's corner. And we hope you guys are going to enjoy it. I got a corner man just ngoma 12 mza featuring Vicky Le Auti Enkosi at Lozila.
nami, kau pa nami, kau pa nami, kau pa nami, kau pa nami.
Welcome terug, mensen. Welcome back. So, right now we just played a song by Utwa Mzati Dlozilami. So, you know what? Before we get into a topic of the day, let's go to our broskies corner vandaag. Because we have a VN from a broski. We don't have a VN from a sister. So it's not a sister's corner's edition today. Let's kindly tune into the voice note.
Hey sisters, hey sisterhood. I hope y'all are doing good right there at the station. I'm doing good, but I'm not fine spiritually, because I've been having this problem of, having many girlfriends and being intimate with them. I feel like that's messing up my soul, because now I got too many soul ties, So me, Nanji, all I wanted to know, like straight up, I wanted to know, how do I cleanse my spirit when it comes to that? Like, how do I make my spirit light again? Because I feel like now it trapped too many souls, and like my life, in the love side is not balanced. You feel me? So that's the advice that I want.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow.
Hope you help me.
Okay. That's an interesting one. He feels like he's got soul ties. So, yeah, like we have said at the beginning, like I said, sex is spiritual. I think we consider sex spiritual because during that we exchange fluids, we exchange energy, and, there's a lot of conversations going around about the complexities of the womb, of the female womb. So here to discuss a little bit about that and maybe asinikeze a little bit of insight ngenkinga ka Anonza lana ubroski wethu
Mina ngazi mina ezokutshela ukuthi brafa me Chizimpepho.
Chizimpepho kanjani?
Chizimpepho ithi nayo Impepho underground gang baba futhi lapha la Chizimpepho athatha impepho amawele ayithandazela afake emanzini aphuze. Asla black That's
For when now, that's how when you would tackle it.
yeah. I'm like, cause let's be honest, in terms of spiritual terms or Africa or Pan Africanism,
Yeah.
impepha has also been considered something that also helps you cleanse ngaphakathi. Like you can literally put it in manzini or boil it and drink the boiled water. I go to ishise kuphela nje because I need to. It's also it's more ihlangane kakhulu namanguni izinto zamanzi because angithi sazi ukuthi umuntu
Mandawo.
uthi akhona ukungeza namandawo umuntu akhona ukuzingeza ukugeza fanele aye emfuleni emanzini so that's what sometimes advise ukuthi ufake impepha amawela lapha lenkomikini phuza amanzi akhona or we boil and then drink the boiled water uzicleanse ngaphakathi.
Yeah, so vele Mukhadi, what is a soul tie? Umuntu magathi kahle when people are going around talking about soul ties, talking about the spirituality of sex, what is that?
All right.
In your perspective, nje,
Yeah.
as Ngoma, an African Guni sister.
Okay. I'm not Guni.
Okay, you're
but
not?
in my lineage, probably.
Oh, in your lineage. Okay, Aski.
Somewhere, somewhere.
Yes, my name is a highly
Oh,
fitting name.
actually.
But yeah, no. Togoza, go to that. But I think let's start it from the point of understanding what sex is.
Yeah.
Okay, so sex is a creation energy, first of all. Sex is a healing energy, second of all. But in healing, there's also the polar side to it, right? So in conversations that I'd have, either or in conversations that we'd have with sisters, you know, like I say, when I told a friend of mine, oh, but I'm going there, get now.
Yeah.
They're like, but you like talking about this
Say,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
You know, so when we speaking of soul ties, right? So this is the negative connotation that we've always been taught about sex, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not anti that as well because I think it's keeping you from engaging in energies that you don't know anything about.
Yeah.
So rather refrain. But then we're gonna speak on the lighter side of sexual energy and sexuality in totality. So when we're speaking of soul ties, I think most people are familiar with the Abrahamic religion of Christianity. So it's a thing where it's more fear-based, you know, don't do these things, more about, and all of that. But the greater reason behind it though is to not find yourself in different parts, you know, because like you're saying, Guti, every time you engage with somebody, you know, even this, we're exchanging energy. You know, it's not. But then now when we're coming to sex and this portal, the sacral chakra portal, that is a very, very, very potent and important chakra point, right?
Yes.
So it says there at the bottom, that orange sacral place. We're going to speak on the orange color when you're speaking of cleansing. How do we help Anonza way too, right?
Yes.
In terms of that. So there's always been that negative connotation, perhaps because we haven't been responsible with perhaps, you know.
Yeah.
I'm from that generation where it's like, sex in the cities or liberation.
Casual,
or,
yes,
you know.
where everybody was having a lot of casual sex.
Absolutely.
And there was,
Absolutely.
I think Tina sisters, we were born during that time when like even a lot of people were dying from HIV. Abonkosi Johnson, remember
Absolutely.
we were growing
I
up
had
during
a
that
neighbor.
era.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was during that era where like people were being very sexually liberal and reckless and exploring a lot when it comes to it was fresh out of the 80s, you know, where that era what's that stock where everybody was just going wild, exploring. So we were just fresh out of that. We were from that generation, so a lot of us know a lot about how we were guilt. We were I feel like they used to make me feel scared, like scare me out of having sex. It was during that era where it's not more about the education of sex, but more about like trying to instill that fear. Don't you dare, because you will have this, you will have that. So a lot of us get a little bit, we have complexities or complexes when it comes to sex, right?
Yeah. So, like I was saying, Guti, that was that era, right?
Yeah.
Where a little bit of liberation was offered in terms of, you know, let me just say, people are just sleeping around and the whole HIV thing. So I'm not mad at the elders were saying, I didn't see this thing.
Yeah.
Besides
It's still the fear of life in you.
Right.
Yeah.
But the approach to it, because now they're not providing you the reasons behind why ningalalani and all of that.
Yes, because like the reasoning, sometimes now when you have to explain yourself to your child or to someone else, then it's like, no, it's just, I was told. Yeah, but now the reasons are always unclear.
Yeah.
And then your feelings get complicated around the issues. And also, you know, it was during the era where like things like rape were not openly dealt with. Now, you know how some people's kinks and sexual preferences can arise from trauma.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have a look at that as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Yeah. So in saying that, when can I call you Gog on your
Yes.
show? Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. So in saying that, I think we missed the behind the scenes to it. You know, actually, lento leno mpahlo mseras. Ke prayer, this thing that we're actually doing.
Doing
you know,
when you're in
because
there.
because every time you engage with somebody on that level, you know, as much as we've been so animalistic about it, you know, and yeah, first of all, I call no strings attached. I know you look at me like that. Aiko ito ye.
No strings attached.
I know. Vele ukuthi ayikho
No
mina,
strings
yeah.
attached.
Hence
There might be
energetic cleansing, and it's not a sense of, guys, we're saying
Me, I always get attached, mina. So
I love your honesty.
Yeah.
I love your honesty.
Yeah.
You know. So not in the era that I grew up in, like, you know, that was the thing, you know, when we engaging with and mina ngifuna into serious and whatnot. So what are you doing with serious things if I phone is into serious?
Yeah,
you know?
because sex is serious.
Yeah.
It's a
So
serious
I
matter.
was part of that gang as well. Yeah, liberation and all of that. But I wish I knew better back then, you know, because at least it's complications.
Yeah.
But also we give thanks for the enlightenment as well, you know. So with Tonadi soul ties, that is that spiritual aspect to it. Where every time you're engaging with somebody, you know, regardless of gender or orientation or whatever it is,
Yes.
but there's that energy exchange.
Yes.
Right? So that is why you'd also get round. Can we speak our languages here?
Yeah.
Okay. Magenta vayang round, ne?
I wanna was something now I'm confused about life and let's make sure. Ejo, can say getting at
Okay, yeah. So I'll give an example. Like magenta vayang round, the guys who work at work, you know. So there'd be times more, maybe this guy, what's about, if I engage with this person,
Yeah.
where we going, right? But every time, man, I go to this other girlfriend of mine, because we know Urbana do multiple girlfriends, most of them, right? If I engage with this one here, somebody will get arrested, somebody will get shot, which speaks to what now? This is sacred energy exchange, safe, you know? So, so these are things that we need to be cognizant of, right? So it's not an act animalistic.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, it's a prayer, you know. So we're delving into things like boma tantric sex,
The tantric part, yes.
tantric, yes.
And
Question.
you know simple English. King tantriki sex.
Tantric, yeah.
Tantriki sex.
No, we're gonna get into that. I think
the definition.
Or arabeng anonza
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
terms of cleanse and just
Yeah.
with everybody. Okay, so there's different magnitudes of this, right? Because like I'm saying, there's different attachments. What rituals, what kwamas that you guys have. So at times now, you're going to be latching onto things that you don't even know why, but you'd get symptoms. Maybe I feel depressed or, you know.
yeah, where suddenly you have changes in your own character after engaging in
Because now
sexual
your auric
activity
field
with
has
someone
been
else.
disturbed.
Yes,
now.
your aura has been okay.
Absolutely. So depending on the magnitude, but there's simple little things that you can do. So Gogo said here, it's okay, can drink in paper and whatnot, right? Internally cleanse. And then, but there's things that are surface level, but at times it's so dire that you'd need to get a professional healer. It's okay. It is less, right? And we know also in the times that we're existing in now, there's lead in total twal and all of that. So a friend of mine was saying, Guti, Koko, akukho umthwalo onga-involve i-sex in whatever I hear.
Because sexual energy is such a great energy, guys. That's why I say it's, you know, how I think it's encouraged in African culture to that women use their sexual energy cautiously, may I use the word? Because they understand what a powerful energy, sexual energy is.
And I say it constantly. Cautiously.
Conscious who? Who must be conscious?
Yeah, you get.
They must be
I'm
conscious
a
of
teacher
me.
schools like that, you know.
Yes.
But that's imbalance because now, what about the boy child? Like, why is there, sexual purity?
And you see, when they go,
in terms of that?
they do. Okay, Mina, what I heard from my partner, right? Because he's explained a little bit about like Mauyo Soga in the Zulu culture.
Yeah.
What they go there, they teach you. They literally go there. It's like where they teach you now how to be indoda, how to what your role is in society, in a home structure or in a familial structure, what your role is in a societal structure, how you should handle yourself, the kind of hardships you will go through, the challenges you'll face, basically teaching you how to stand for those challenges and how to face those challenges. And I guess somewhere, somehow it got skewed, I think.
Yeah, so these are the rituals
with
when I go for
patriarchy
that we lost as a people as well.
Yeah, that connection.
Because at
we
a
lost to
certain
ourselves.
age, you'd need to go initiate for something else. And initiating does not necessarily mean horo lo twas or ing, but enlightenment can twaso, basically, you know. So we missing that element, with the whole westernization of things and colonization of things. We missing that. That's why grape culture is so rife.
Yeah.
It's so rife,
Grape what?
Yeah, I
Call
get
it
you
grape. I
can't.
get
Yeah,
a YouTube battery.
yeah, they'll restrict you. You can't say the R word.
Yeah.
Okay, now like
Afriberry. That took you a while.
So in terms of cleansing, let's answer the question.
Yes.
Like I said, in terms of cleansing, so there's a ritual that I highly believe in. 'Cause
Energy cleansing, is it?
Yeah, Kishakra Hanneken.
Yes.
Okay, so I was taught by my absolute favorite person. There's this gogo I met like a long time ago, like pure platonic love. Like, experience, like it's so pure, but it's like, oh my god, like I love you.
I love you.
know?
Yeah.
So Koko Mbali Molekwa.
Hi.
What's up?
Thank you so
Yeah.
much for
So
sharing
what
knowledge.
this little ritual would involve. So ritual also, don't be scared, ne? For the religious people, ritual just basically means
A process.
Practices.
Yeah, a practice.
Like spirituality is rituals of the spirit. All right. So don't be scared of of the word.
Don't be scared of the word ritual thinking.
So-
It means
So we get
time.
you get your orange crystals, ne?
Yes.
So specifically, I like using the carnelian
I wish you
crystal.
could crystals.
I know.
know.
Okay, I have them on me.
Oh yes,
nice.
So we
Thank
can
you.
show them.
Demonstrations.
Because I also need to go to China Plaza. Go kilo direct.
Yeah, so a carnelian, okay, this one is not a carnelian, but it's an orange stone that you can also use as well.
Put it up a bit.
Okay, where's the camera? Right
There
there.
you go.
Yeah. So it's an orange stone, and orange because of that energy center, the chakra point, is the sacral
chakra.
the sacral
guys.
chakra, which is also your creation point. All right, we'll go into that as well. So you use the carnelian stone, you get orange candles, pen and paper, and then a best on a full moon.
Okay.
Because
Full
the
moons.
energy is more intense,
Yes.
it's a cleansing energy, it's a releasing energy and all of that.
Oh, we know.
But
Yeah,
you can build
I
that
know
up.
the full moon smacks the crap out of me.
Oh, you're one of those.
You also get affected by full moons.
Yeah, I'm one of those. I
But
need to-
women generally, our cycles, vele, when it comes to, I think, is it?
Yeah.
Correct me?
Yeah.
We are naturally aligned to the moon.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's why some people would refer to
You
their
don't
periods
wanna
as
see my
moon
alignment.
cycles.
You don't. My
Yeah.
alignment
Yeah.
is me going into a full trance. You don't want to see me in my alignment.
To the moon.
This person, my alignment to the moon. I'm a wolf, man.
We love it. We love it. But it's also, it speaks to, you mentioned a little bit of patriarchy there, right? Because now we also don't know how to deal with the moon, with the
Yes.
moon energy, which is the
Yeah.
divine feminine.
Yeah.
But what a time to be alive. The divine
Yes.
feminine is rising.
Yes.
And the balance is going to be restored again. Yeah, we don't know how long it's going to take, but we're seeing these chats.
lot, a
We're seeing
lot.
your show as well. You know,
Yes.
Little
sisters are
question.
doing it. Yes.
Little question. So kusho ukuthi ne. It's a very silly ne, but serious question. So vele during full moon mina ngena ngomtrong entwana
Once you learn how to harness your
because
own
remember
energy.
that now if you learn how to control it, that means that even if it happens, because remember that some people have their sexual awakening during that time. Now you want to be
On your
body to
menses,
body
yeah.
with somebody.
When you're on your period.
You know what? We'll
Yes.
come back to that because we have like a question. We still have like YouTube comments. So we have a question here on WhatsApp, ne? That says, wait, let me quickly go to our YouTube comments first.
Okay.
YouTube comments, we have a comment from Stoned Queer. She's sending us the stars and the sun. That's her. And then we also have a comment from Munantla that we love the Khoshiradi.
Yes.
We also have a comment from Cleopatra. Hey ladies, I miss you already. We're back, honey. And we also have another hey, Cleopatra. It's busy right now. And then
We love
Cleopatra
her.
comes back again. She says it's important to cleanse yourself after sexual intercourse because when you have sex with someone, you'll become one in spirit.
Yes,
And
there
then
you go.
she
putting
has
it very
another
nicely.
comment again. She says, when you sleep with different men or women, you collect different spirits. Then you become sexually dirty. Hence, one needs to cleanse.
Okay.
So right now we're gonna go to our WhatsApp comment and question here just before we go to a break. So, Bati, hey ladies, loving the conversation. I have an ask. How do you know if someone is a suitable sexual partner?
Oh, that's a nice one.
Is there such a thing as a suitable sexual partner?
Aibo.
You know
Yes,
I'm
we all
asking.
have sexual preferences.
You know I'm asking because remember that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it true that some people have more than one soulmate?
Controversial question. I love
It's
it.
a very controversial question, but
'Cause I keep
on
hearing
my
the twin
side,
flames
the twin
it's
flame
okay.
soulmates. But for me, on my side, I believe it because I love both genders and I swing both ways. So I guess we're talking about sexual things. Sexual healing. So for me, I swing both ways.
Yes.
And I feel like I could never find that one person in actually one person.
Okay.
Hence, I would like, for me, brother, God bless me. For me, what's even in
Sister wife.
she knows this one. She's a sister wife. You know what, guys? Let's head over for a quick egg breaks. Not like Maga Kid Epic at you all night.
Hey, yo, wait, where you at, nigga? Who the fuck are you? I'm ready.
I'll be up all night. I'll be up all night. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I'll be up all night. I'll be up all night. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you all night. I take your pressure. I know you got your friends living in a mansion. I say you got it all figured up one time. I just wanna be with you 2 times. Hold me tight, never wanna leave me. I just wanna take my time with you. Yeah. I just wanna be with my girl. Yeah, yeah. One time, all the time, yeah. I just wanna be around you, hold you through the night, yeah. I'll be up all night. I'll be up all night. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I'll be up all night. I'll be up all night. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. I'll be up all night. I'll be up all night. I just wanna be with you. I just wanna be with you. Yeah. I just wanna be with you. Yeah. I just wanna ride with you. Yeah. I kiss you from head to toe. I just wanna ride this red fair for you. Yeah. take it to the side, nigga, wanna beat it up. I just wanna take my time to the night. Know you got your friend in the back here tonight. Yeah, know your mom tonight. I just wanna spend my time with you tonight. Flavor, baby.
South Africa, you are safe with us. Send us your voice note on 061 524 7758 and let us be your big sisters.
Hey guys, and welcome back. Welcome back. We're still on that cleansing thing. Yeah, what is coming in? That was my underground gang. Yeah, I want to go come. Yamazu shela pale surfing underground gang. Okay, slave, slave. Baby, I'm telling you, go.
Yes, guys, thank you so much for staying tuned with us. So Mokhari is gonna go on and explain the cleansing process. She's also going to share a little bit about the pre-gaming. I mean, pre-gaming, sex, foreplay, and just preparation for yourself in with your mind, your body, and your spirit before you engage with each other sexually and intimately. So yes, Khosigadi, continue the cleanse.
The cleanse, yes. Aga, with a sh. That's right. Yes. Okay, so you got your tools, right? Okay. Pen and paper, preferably on a new moon, on a full moon, yes, but you can start your process, right? Depending on the number of partners that you've had previously and whatnot. Are you cleansing everybody? Are you still wanting to latch on to other somebodies or not? But prepare your list, right? So you're going to prepare your list of people. Doesn't matter how long it is, ne? Yeah.
What if I forget the number of people or their names?
It's okay.
Matter.
Just write down the ones that you remember.
Yeah,
okay.
The ones that you remember at that specific time. So write down your list, whether by 20 or by 5.
It's okay, guys. We are not shaming anybody.
Of the system.
Body count is fine.
Yeah, and as Buzana, my body count.
Personal issues.
Steve Harvey once said that as a woman, always say that your body count is 3. No, my baby date or 5.
3.
That's what's up. All right, so then you're going to sit, right? So it's very important also to have a place where you connect with yourself, right? So you're going to sit in your komsamo or your meditation corner or your prayer corner, wherever it is, right? And then you're going to indulge yourself in this process and immerse yourself in this process. So you're going to write, okay, this is the person's name, right? So what did I learn from this relationship with this person? Yeah. Even if it's a 1-day relationship, 1-hour relationship, whatever it is, what did this person learn from me in this relationship, right? Why did I engage? Then third question, why did I engage with this person in this manner? Why do I think this person got attracted to me in this manner, right? And then the fifth question, I forgot right now, but yeah, we'll get to it. Hopefully I'll remember. And then after that, then you answer these questions. If you don't know, you don't know. It's okay. Why you're attracted to. If you don't know, you don't know. And then you need to learn the art of meditation now, because now you need to visualize this flame, because you're going to write that person's name, answer the questions, and then you're going to answer the questions, immerse yourself in the questions, and then you're going to burn ka flame enagago. All right. You're going to burn, also have indish maybe on the side as well.
A little.
So you're going to collect your ash here. All right. So we're going to release this because full moon release I didn't. All right. You burn, watch it burn, and then you can recite in whatever language or whatever spiritual language that you're speaking, but you release all the auric field. I release your auric field. I release all energies, all attachments to you. I release any negativity that's attached to you, anything that might hamper me in progression, whatever your intention is in you cleansing this person off. You recite that. You can lie back, but you need to now, as this paper is burning now you need to imagine this energy from your sacral chakra now expander now cleansing now your auric field, and then you're going to imagine expanding it all over your body. Release. You go on to the next one, so it doesn't have to be full moon one, because abanye we know the list it's quite long, so you can spread it, and then after you're going to give yourself a spiritual bath, right? So to collector, throw aisha in the garden, or wherever it is, wherever you feel I need to release this thing, because remember, spirituality, a blanket approach is spirituality. What resonates with you is what you're going to do.
What resonates with you guys, what hits you, my figure ihlale, that's what you do.
Exactly. Yes. And then you're going to have a spiritual bath, so you can include your mpepos, basotho re na le meriana e mesweu e umutho mhlophe, so it's not necessarily like white, but there is the version ya diwasho as well. Yeah. You're gonna create that spiritual bath. You're gonna be self-loving yourself now.
Yeah, this is self-care as well. So I need you to know that for everybody who is trying to not because there's people who guilt themselves. I know there's people who have spiritual guilt or religious guilt. Whereas, why am I taking part in this? Especially emakasi. Whereas abantu bati nyesontweni, they say they shame each other when they take part in things like this, in spiritual practices, whereas they don't understand religion in itself it's a form of practicing a spiritual thing, but they give you rules. Do you understand? So but this, like we are saying, it's what resonates with you. So continue, Coco. Sorry, I had to clarify.
Yes. So even in your bath you can you're releasing things, but you're basically loving yourself all the way from your antennas, from your hair all the way down, right? Cleanser, wabua, we know that also water retains memory, right? So that is why I also advise people on the daily, speak into your water. If you want a great day, speak into your water on the daily, make it a practice, So on a scientific level, you can even see that the structure, the water changes, Yeah. So do that, and then after you're done with your cleanse. But then we go on to, maybe if you want to do it in a sintu way, right? You can gruma or rukfota or fota in that. So which is what a lot of practitioners use. Use before bahuisa ko metingi or wherever your spirit would reside. Because some people, they're mountain people, they release go mountain versus water. And I think in South Africa, we don't know a lot of fire rituals or a lot of air bending rituals. So we usually do like water cleanses and all of that.
People like to go to the water.
Can I just say, guys, just guys.
True, it's the avatar.
Water bending. Yeah. Do you realize that basically spirituality, the things that we normally see in like your Asian, what's this thing imaging? What do they call these Popeyes?
Yeah,
animation.
Yeah.
Popeye.
Anime.
Mama heard again as kissing, but animation. Doesn't bulala anarchy. But in anime, things that you normally just see, it's basically things that have always been there within us in terms of African spirituality.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's why we find a lot of people going back to African roots. Like people still do not know or are not aware of the fact that the 10 commandments actually come from the Kemetic Bible. Because in the Kemetic Bible, we have 42 commandments. And in the 10 commandments, they say thy. But when you go to the Kemetic Bible, they say I.
Yeah.
Because you are committing to yourself.
And I.
Who is thy?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, can I have you on my show?
Yeah. I come. Who is thy? Because it says thy shall not steal.
Yeah.
But when you go to the Kemetic Bible, it says I shall not steal. Because you yourself are committing to not doing that part. Afriberry voodoo.
Last time we said voodoo go BNL.
No, but okay, correct me. I need to know what there's different ways of
voodoo is
seeing
also
it.
ours.
It's also ours. So it depends on how you see it. If you don't see it with your third eye, you don't know. Voodoo is there. That's what I'm saying. That
leave witchcraft itself. Don't negative. Don't make the word negative.
It all has its bad. It all has its good. How you use it depends on you as a person and you're the one. The way you use it depends on the character or the name that you're giving it during that time.
Yes.
Spiritual rules. Yeah.
Yes.
Spiritual rules. As long as you're not harming anybody, as long as you're not hampering anybody's anything, you know. So yeah, we'll get into the witchcraft. But there's a soul question. Oh, I wanted the pre to it, right?
Yes.
So very interesting that you guys are hosting this session now.
Oh, yes.
So in the African calendar right now, actually, this is the season, the energy or the goddess of sexuality, sensuality.
Who's the goddess of
It's guided.
sexuality?
We are
So
alive.
in Greek it's Hathor, but
Hathor.
it's Heteru karona umvundisikazi ke mabotle. It's the goddess of anything sensual, and so that's why this
The
time
sexual
hore
energy.
ke festive. You want to
That's
go
how I
there.
dance
That's why
tomorrow.
during this
You
time
know,
you're feeling
calculation. A lot of kids also are made in this season here. Got December, we're gonna see that. So this energy actually starts
This
now.
room shall not recreate.
The revolution shall not happen beyond these thighs. I had a saying for the longest. I think it's still my signature. Bilahore. Remember that love does not. Remember that love is not only between the thighs.
Guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, guys. That's a nice one.
Yeah. So I think there was a question, engineering question, the soulmate question,
Yes.
your
Yes,
question.
But how do you know if someone is a suitable sex partner?
How can you tell
Basically.
spiritually? Like, what does
Okay.
your body tell you spiritually when someone is the right sex partner for you? I
Okay,
feel
you
like.
asked
And
and
what do you
answered.
do?
You asked
Did
and
I?
answered. Okay, so basis of everything. So you need to know self before anything else.
Yeah.
All right. So when you know self, you know hore. If I'm feeling a goosebump on my left here, this person is a good vibe for me, is a bad vibe for me. If you know that thing, I would say, oh yes, angazi why mara angimthandi lo muntu lona or lo muntu lona uyangisinda.
Listen to your instinct,
Yeah.
Kazi.
Basically, maybe mameli dlos, maybe listen to your higher self. That is the chakra just above the one that we're talking about today, the yellow one now, the solar plexus.
Yes, yeah.
So this is another heart of yours, another head of yours, another mind of yours, a decision maker there. That chakra AR. So you need to know yourself, Bailey. All right. So if you're a love person, you're born in the season, eh?
Yeah. I'm a November baby. I'm
Yeah.
born in this season, guys. That's
And
why.
funny, in the West, actually, the Scorpios, Gibona, who carry a very high sexual energy.
Yes.
What about us,
I
the
get that.
Capricorns?
I get that a lot.
I don't know
that a
much
lot.
about you guys because I was in
get that
astrology in the West as well. So that's why I know that sexual energy. Yeah, these Scorpios. And
Yeah.
more.
Usually when people it's like I get that a lot, and guys, ooh,
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
So in terms of that, and also answering you with your soul question, right, Hore, you feel that your soul resides everywhere. So there's a thing called, I think, in the English language, the way it's so low vibrational.
Yes.
There's some things that we don't know how to describe handle. You know, we get terms, my twin flame, soulmate, what. So controversially wise, I don't believe there's just one, right? We can have soul connections with different people. That's why we have a soul tribe.
Yeah, Afriberry is very happy about that one.
Right, but honesty as well needs to be a thing, right? If you are a poly person, that deception is what's going to kill
Yes,
now
it really
the spiritual
is.
experience of things. You know, who knows? Maybe you can have a conjoined situation with your people. You know, your wife, your husband.
Because in all honesty, for example, for me, it's so confusing when it comes to. I've been trying the whole monogamous thing for like a long time, ne? But I can't. I yearn for more, and me yearning for more ends up with me being in a maybe polyamorous relationship.
Yeah.
To a point of like I can date a person. I'm like, no, it's fine if you have a girlfriend, but just tell me.
Yeah.
When I ask you and then you lie about it, just
Yeah,
know
that
when I
just makes
found
me
out about
mad,
it.
yeah.
I tell
You must check
babe.
out our episode on plural relationships. We actually covered Tabayas Tembu and all of that.
And that's what we're doing next week.
Yeah, in actual fact, we're going to discuss obviously the relationship, the complexities, the roles.
Plurals.
And how
Yeah.
everything.
Can I quickly just jump to
to the comments. What's the comments? What are people saying? What you guys saying?
Guys, I want to Cleopatra. Cleopatra, can you please
Can
call
you call
us?
in?
Can you
Because
please
Nati,
call
you have
in to
something to say.
061
You have something to say.
7758. Cleo, just call 061 524 because you see the things they're doing here. Actually, laughing out loud. Advertising it.
Advertising
Yeah, but
And then she comes back to say earth, fire, water, #Aveta.
that's right.
And then she comes back to say, no wonder my sexual tontona is high, lol.
Another spanner in the works, though. Now let's take it back to us as a people in the African spirituality space. So a lot of people, a lot of water babies, you know, Lona, who are affected by the moon a lot and all of that. A lot of people, but the spirit of Mdao as well, are highly, highly sexual. You know, a lot of spiritual people have a high sexual drive, right? Because, like I said, when we're open to Guti, sexual energy is a healing energy.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
So there are some people specifically by like Ayon, right? And then we touched a little bit. Are we ending now at 12?
No.
Oh, okay. We touched a little bit on
If
tantric.
you can stay after school.
After school is after school.
You know, I got phones
Things
to
to
fix
do,
and whatnot. Yeah. So dealing with tantric sex also countering you. But I forgot the one thing that we said we're gonna speak about. There's the so I think we also need to demystify the thing when you're having
please,
sex,
guys.
right?
If you think sex is dirty, what does that say about you? I just want people to bear that in mind. Uguti, if when sex is dirty.
But grace as well,
Yeah.
because some people maybe haven't elevated to a level where they can sense out energies, you know, but the after effects. Because not necessarily today, we hook up today, tomorrow, you're saying the accident, you know, some things. Yeah, because that's why I get so and with a lot of things, like especially in dream space as well, you'd see more. You'd hear, I had a sex dream and whatnot.
Yes, so
you know.
sexual dreams. What are the things?
But we need to, I think, also caution. Not about dreams. We also need to take it holistically, not because oh my gosh, mpupe get that tobalano automatically goes yay,
but spiritual husband. Because
you know,
there's issues like people who say that they have spiritual husbands and
those are the soul ties
the
and
soul
all of
ties,
that.
That's
you know,
what you feel like you have a soul tie and
yeah. So also when you get into a new relationship, I think practice that art of cleansing yourself. Right?
It's just guys,
like Mr. Nonza with his 7 girlfriends,
you know, like it's a psychological thing as well because ultimately when you date someone you take on some of their mannerisms, you take on the way they do things sometimes because you guys spend time, like you say, you exchange energy, you exchange fluids. So manjege, when you go to someone else, you carry that baggage with you. It's even like when we have to heal from heartbreak or not, so that you don't take that forward into the next relationship. It's you have to take things holistically, look at them spiritually, look at them mentally, psychologically, look at them physically, and how that holistically affects you as a person and as a sexual being.
Hey guys, let's take another quick break. Easter magic. Abantu ziphethe ama Easter egg. Athi amalanga.
That's alright. Our funny.
I will love until I die. You're the reason I wanna fly. Yeah. You're the reason I wanna fly. Mina yeptan, ofuthi angizenzi. Kodwa udlala ngami njengebhola. Wena udlala ngami njengebhola. Njengo CR7 wena udlala ngami. Njengo CR7 wena udlala ngami. Shema tota mina wena uyakhona. Too many days, too many weeks. Then ubuye sithanda sami. Mina kudala ngilindile. Then ubuye sithanda sami. I've been waiting for your call. Kuthi wena ubuya nini? I've been waiting for your call. Ngizibuza ukuthi usangikhumbula. I just wanna be with you, oh God, I'll never let you go. In my heart, I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. Samaning lamalang, baby tukuzidulil. Mina can't live on a lie. I will love until I die. You're the reason I wanna fly. Yeah. You're the reason I wanna fly. Too many days to one beat. Too many days in Glendale. Maybe I should back down and my time is ngifuna ubumnandi labukhona ujeri wami phoke sengihlezi-ke ngiphuzile sengihlezi-ke ngiphuzile ujeri wami pholela semaningi lamalanga baby nsuku zidlulile mina can't on a lie I will love until I die you're the reason I wanna fly yeah. You're the reason I wanna fly
But you're the reason wanna fly. But you're the reason I wanna fly. And right now we're gonna fly back into some sexual health. Remember, like guys, and do you realize that there's so much things that come with intimacy?
Yes.
Intimacy is so amazing. It is so unique in so many levels.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
ladies, they must never tell you that you can't have intimacy during your periods.
Hi, Bo.
Out there.
Lahlela.
Nche. Put it in there.
Because hey, remember
Be
that's when
controversial.
you're literally letting out, you're literally letting things out at that moment. And it's now we are releasing. It's you shedding a part of yourself. Because I get to the blood of the ovulation.
The uterine wall. Yeah. Hi, Bo. Hi, Mara. Afriberry. Educate
so you're making space
Yeah.
for new life.
Yes.
So that's you also letting out and also healing yourself in a different way because most women, let's be honest, and yes, it's true. Because that's when you feel like, you know what, my alignment, they come for me. And I be alignments I can come. Bros can't make a chop well now.
But once you know yourself, right?
Yes, because it also
Yes.
depends on you first. Because remember that for me, it's when I feel most high.
Yeah.
It's when I feel more one with myself and I feel more spiritually inclined and more spiritually aligned.
that's one thing I want to explore with the next guest host, the next person we're going to interview, Idu, because she wrote a book, right? But then she also is in the pleasure business where, no, man. No, no, guys.
Pleasure business.
No, guys. She is a relationship enhancement consultant. Okay. Which is a health and wellness service, guys, because, hey, that thing, it saves relationships and they teach women
And it gives pleasure.
on women's reproductive systems and all of that. So I just want to explore Uguti how abanye abantu yabona when it comes to their sexual preferences and the sometimes even inhibitions when it comes to sex, how to let go of that, how trauma falls part of that, and how they can let go of that in order to have like a pleasurable sexual experience. Because the trauma when it comes to spirituality, it hinders some things in your body. It causes build-ups that sometimes manifest into physical
Always manifest.
diseases. And
You know, just before Dodge.
yes, because she has to go soon.
Like when it comes to dealing with sexual trauma and then you find a new partner, for me sexually, how can I, or spiritually,
Yes.
how can I help myself become one with my sexual,
Release that.
with my sexual self and also be able to release all of the trauma? Because remember that for some people, when they have like sexual traumas and stuff, like nokubambisandla kuyinkinga nje, just go back and flashbacks and things I no longer even enjoy a man's touch, whether it's a kiss on the cheek, a kiss on the neck, like it just.
And how controversial it is how some people say that that's how some people then decide on their sexual orientation and their sexuality. There was one conversation I once saw on a podcast where they were interviewing a lesbian lady, and she was from West Africa. You know, West Africa is they can be very homophobic. Right, the government there and the laws are not friendly to the LGBTQ,
including our next door neighbor, Botswana.
and I think Zimbabwe, is it?
No, Botswana is
Are they
queer
okay?
friendly.
Are they queer friendly? Okay.
Zim not so much.
Yeah,
but
Zim is also
But
not
let's be
okay
honest,
because
Botswana the only
I know the
starting
fruit
right now because
basket.
Botswana has been like it's like one of the most strictest African countries.
Yeah.
Including with visitation, they literally give you limited visitation rights. You don't come
Banally
kor
or-
kor.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
must come once
Yeah,
after full
but
moon.
but in terms of queer friendliness, maybe they're on board now, but I think that's also another separate and very controversial topic that maybe we need a separate thing because
for,
we need to explore homosexuality from an African historical point. I
yeah.
guess, because we know the woke gang, the hotep space,
Yes.
the spaces that we're existing in, is seen to nanani.
Yeah,
And
guys.
in Africa, first of all, like somebody's bedroom business is none of your business.
And let's
Because
be
then in
honest.
actual fact emakhaya wethu sonke sikhule kungaxoxwa nje kanjalo
And besides
about-
that, if you go back to like the proper grassroots of African lineage, you'd also find out that in some history books, you would find that a woman, you see this whole thing of not being or not allowing women to be in a polyandrous marriage. There's a lady, man, somewhere in West Africa, back in the back in the that lady was known as like a queen of war in her village, and she was also known for having multiple men. She literally held a contest to choose a man, and she only slept with the men once. And then after the following day, the men would go into a battle. Whoever survived would sleep with her.
Wow.
So I think in terms of that historical aspect of sexuality from Africa, so we've had different systems. We've had like a matriarchal system.
Yeah.
We've had there's even people. There's a term for it. Mara, like this lady can pick and choose. No, this week, no, you and I are done. Next week it's a different person and all of that. So I think is
Yes.
like
A
its
separate
own little
episode, yeah.
So I think before we recall our lady with her fetishes.
Yes.
Yeah, so my friends and I think the plural of fetish is like feti. Doesn't that sound better?
It actually does. Fetai actually sounds better than fetishes. True.
Yeah. Where was I? I want to speak on tantric sex before also.
Yes.
Where were we before?
Well, we're talking about cleansing
You guys are
yourself
like me.
of
We
self-trauma.
always-
Yo, Joe, we
trauma.
move.
Yes.
The releasing, yeah.
Don't
Alright,
worry, you literally get lost. Gonna mind it's only two of us. If there was the three of
Yo.
us, you'd be lost, Baba.
Tricky.
So I think with trauma, it's sensitive. It's very sensitive, especially in our country. Re aware ka di statistics tsa rona.
Yeah.
Re aware ka a family maybe bahlawuli say this family because malume wamo went into a
So-
which is not right as well. But these are the things, and but they're like analyzing me for this. But these are the effects of colonialism that came with
Yes.
this. A lot of also le homophobia is also tied to the traumas that colonialism imposed. Like if we take the Rasta land, Jamaica, so
Yes.
they would literally sodomize these men. So that is why like it's Rastafari, ban, sort of.
Yeah.
But when we're dealing with trauma, that is a root chakra situation. Right?
Situation.
So, and you notice also in healing spaces, Harka have a lot of intimate conversations with people, men and women and others, he, she, they, and another thing, arna di pronoun ko Africa.
Yes, we don't.
Arna he, she, motho ke motho,
Ke
like,
motho, ke motho, yeah, because
So-
energy is endless, it's infinite.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
when so a lot of people would experience it in childhood, but the next woman, gore o na le story, or the next man as well, I think that the gents
Yes.
babu a lot. But a lot
Yeah.
of spiritual people, there's that trauma as well, which now gives this this mind F when you're grown now, hore, how's sex a healing energy, right?
Yes.
Because now, so now, get on these inner child healings that you're doing, so you can deal with your root chakra. And trauma goes both ways, some people get very promiscuous from sexual trauma. Some people would cage
yeah,
from
where
sexual
they
trauma,
just become,
So with both those instances, is not to us hore re judge batho and all of that and all of that, right? So, but that's why I always bring it back to know thyself and to thyself be true. So when you understand, okay, this is what I experienced and all of that, all right? So I think we need to encourage the conversations regarding these things, right? We need to encourage, even if you're a mother or you're not, because we need to eat, so I need to let your father do this to you, boy child, girl child, or whatever it is, but get to a level. So there's different modalities. Some people deal with it ka therapy. Some people go the spiritual route. Some people go the chakra healing route. But it's so intense. I think things that Techanko root chakra, like that's one of these bottom 3 chakras. Those
Yes.
yeah.
I can attest to that. They're very sensitive, especially when certain things, like when they, how some of them affect your money, how they affect how you view life as in general, how your mind works, guys.
And as a woman, that's your womb space.
Yes.
So imagine you're creating from a place of fear.
Of
the
fear.
opposite of love is fear.
Is
I say
fear.
hate.
Yeah.
So you can't, and also like when you're doing like your manifestations and all of that, you can't put out a dual energy. Like you need to be sure, hore, bona, I'm putting this out, energy alive.
Your
So
love
if you
from a love
bring
space.
the fear element to it, then So your guest, your
Yes.
coming guest as well. I think she's in that work. She knows
Yes.
how to deal with such things. And then also self. You said you hate self as well, right? So a lot of people, a lot of women also don't even know hore, I can get there. Some
In
people,
actual
for
fact, there
them,
are people
sex
who've
is
never,
servitude.
who've never actually
I know I can,
experienced
Mara mina njike
true
endleleni.
orgasm.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's also another practice as well. I forgot the female term, but on the male aspect to it, it's called semen retention. or
Yes,
sperm
semen retention, yeah.
Where you use it now to elevate the energy that
Gee.
lives here in your spine.
Fine, yeah.
All right, it's called the Kundalini energy.
Mara mina bajika halfway mangifika lapho.
Good. Oh, I can talk tantric now. I want to touch on tantric
Before she
we
leaves.
We close out. So you touched on okay, no, it's an Eastern practice, but
Yeah.
I want to bring it back again. Hore, let's also demystify that there's nothing but the black body and everything. Wherever you whatever it is, when you go to the root of it, it's always gonna be black.
I always
right?
see it. Like, I always relate it back to me. I really
Yeah.
do. Sometimes I'll be watching certain programs, and because I'm always interested in in creations, people's creative expression and whatnot. So I'll be watching movies or art. I always bring it back to myself. Like, and what am I?
As a god.
As a god, as me, and
The parent body to everything.
I mean, I'm the
I see.
21st century version of Queen Sheba. So I'm going to read the 2 comments that we have on YouTube, right? And I'm also going to give you the time to talk about
The tantrics.
The tantrics just before we go
Just
to
a
an
little
ad break,
bit,
right?
yes.
Yeah, because like we're going to go to an ad break really soon. So upindile ati, when we are on our period, the veil between spirit and physical is thin. We are more spiritual on our periods, and then we are futhi ati a queen in my eyes. I said to a yippie queen, got that because kuna ma queens pindile yabona to comment futhi kuna ma queens. There's no queen, there's queens here.
Yebo.
Ati a queen in my eyes, and then she also comes back to say tantric, yo girl. Okay, let's quickly talk about the tantric method, and right now, and then after that we're going to go to an ad break.
All right. Okay. So let's just speak a little bit on tantric sex, right? Or tantric sexual healing. What's that song? Ding, ding, wake up, wake up.
Well,
But it-
yaga Marvin Gaye. Wow.
Sexual
But yeah, so even the avatar itself, the roots of it, if you, like you said, Hore,
Yeah.
it's African, right? So earth, fire, water, air, that's just the composition of you as a person. So you're an expression of God, and you have all these elements. The elements that you find in trees, you find them in yourself as well. So when you're speaking of tantric sex, that is now when we are dealing with the spiritual aspect to sex, right? So you can literally experience an orgasm without even touching each other.
Yes,
without
that intense, palpable, like.
Exactly. So now it
with
teaches you the
someone.
practice of actually respecting the sex thing, So like I said, sex can pass, So when we worshiping each other, I'm worshiping this God in you, right? So iphiliswa kakhulu abantu base India, as we know,
Yeah.
because yoga is part of it as well.
yes,
Meditation is part of it
yes.
as well. There's four layers to it, and it's Indian terms. I'm gonna find the African terms, and then maybe we'll speak on that. But this is now where you can literally. Have you guys ever felt your soul moving out of your body, and you can
Yes, I have.
The thing, you know, at times you feel the bottom of your spine, and I'm speaking about the Kundalini energy now, your activator. And when I get halfway when you're loving yourself, but that like you literally engaging with this somebody where now there's this explosion, you're feeling this energy coiling all the way up, and then enlightenment that happens there. So that is. That's why
No, there's something that I can tell you. Adrenaline does that to me.
Check how far you can go, you know. Check how far you can go with this orgasm. No, the
adrenaline. So what happened with me the one time, I will never forget the one day I experienced this. I was writing, right? I was writing exams at school. So the adrenaline, it's the adrenaline. Like I was writing like, teacher was like, guys, you only have 15 minutes left. I felt this zing from here. No, I swear it's the adrenaline. Like I'm pressing my thighs together that time.
You know,
like, I swear.
That's the type of zing I feel like. There's this other hump that normally happens on the road. My bracket. So when that taxi goes out,
yay! No, Mara, that one, it's the adrenaline of the situation. So it caused this electricity through my body, and now I'm like, okay, I have to like write this quickly, but then now I'm also pressing my thighs together, and okay, guys,
and it's almost like you got pee, but you
never mind. Never mind.
Guys, Zine,
but I guess I was having a tantric a trance with myself.
Yeah, and does not necessarily have to be with a person. And
it was
it's
with
the same
myself.
practice that we use to also manifest stuff, right? So we say that sexual energy can actually bring things to life. It is a creation energy.
Yes.
That's why you need to take care of your sacral energy, cleanse out the trauma from your sacral space. You know, even the people who don't have the physical womb like we have as women,
Yes.
but that spiritual
men.
womb. You know, we've done an episode on spiritual womb.
Yeah.
Right? So cleanse that, because now what point are you creating from, right? So instead of doing the oh my god that you guys do when you're almost at the peak, you know, affirm things, you know.
Yes, affirm. Rather like affirm.
But that's
your
hot too, is it
woman.
not? During I would like to get selfish, use that energy for your own benefit.
Sorry,
yeah.
quickly before we go. Mukhadi, when you have that dream where you are orgasmic, so there's something funny that happened to me in last week or sometime where I had a dream and I literally, I was in the dream, I was coming, but like by myself. There was no one having sex with me. I was coming in the dream, but by myself. I swear.
No, I'm asking, where were you going?
Yazin,
some people don't. When they are coming in your dream, and I know
what
it's
was
so
that?
weird.
What was
it's
that?
So weird, because
What
I've
was
also
that?
had the same dream. Like I literally woke up and I was,
what was that? What was
Like,
that?
you're
Like,
like,
it wasn't in any particular situation that
and
I
it
can
was not
remember.
like you're actually
or-
even dreaming about somebody
Oh,
doing
yeah,
it, but
doing
it
it
just
to
like
you. What was
happened.
that?
The telltale signs of their spiritual husbands and whatnot. So even in that, right? Like I'm saying, Hore, you never blanket approach
Yes,
whatever
that's true.
somebody's experiencing,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So there's also a thing called like in dream space, you astrally travel,
project,
ne?
yeah.
So yeah, so you need to like I say, basis is always gonna be know
Yes.
thyself as well, right? So you need to how to dream. Okay, how did I feel here? Besides the delicious of the orgasm, how did I feel? What are the colors around me? What else am I seeing around me? You know, because you could be in a different realm, experience like partially some other entity or whatever it is. You know, so you need to like just also see what happened after that. You know, because setting the telltale signs are quick and not necessarily something that builds up. You know, is it something that's reoccurring or not? You know, but at times it's also an elevation, guys.
Yeah,
Maybe
indeed.
as has been in astral
Yeah.
space there. You know,
True.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank
You know
you
what,
so
just
much.
before
That
we
was
leave,
actually.
Let me go back to Upindila. Upindila to the queen who chooses a man. I see y'all queens, but I've done white tantra when I was raising. Hey guys,
Kundalini.
Yebo.
the
The Kundalini energy.
The Kundalini.
Umbilini
Subscribe. Yeah,
ngesiZulu.
well, yeah. Mukhadi
Kinoha.
speaks more about that on the Stone Queer
Kundalini.
podcast. So
Thank
if you
you,
want to
baby.
know
Do
anything,
you know what Kundalini
African
sounds like in my head?
spirituality, about anything of these practices that we are currently going in, you can check that out. And because Mukhadi baby over here,
yeah,
Gogo, let me be
Shia.
respectful. Yo, Nami, guys.
That is my name. It's actually
You
a very
know?
divine name. Thank you very much.
Yes. So yeah, she really has ever since I've met her, she's really empowered and shared knowledge so much when it comes to African spirituality and enlightened me as a human. So I would love you guys to go check out her work. She's part of the Prime Cut Creatives community. She's part of the Sacred Sundays Sessions community.
She's part
so
of me.
there are places that you can meet her when I host events. There's places that she hosts events at.
By the way, Afriberry
So-
will be at the events on behalf of Share Online. One thing.
So yeah, all of that, guys. But now we are going to an ad break, and when we come back, we're going to touch on some other sexual desires.
Oh, when we come back, we're actually going to go quickly into our beauty tips.
Yes.
Then it's sexual desires. So right now, sizophuma ngengoma ka Golden Boy SA featuring Sim Tornado no Chuck Norris at On Again.
I'm sorry, you're feeling lonely. Reakseni ngifala ngestora abaningi abangitholi bafuna sodyawa esemina nyashiya mayitali baby girl I'm sorry, you're feeling lonely. Reakseni ngifala ngestora abaningi abangitholi bafuna sodyawa esemina nyashiya mayitali ntwana sami zama 2K yama groovist bangifuna estrategi sejiving Chevy girl uyabheka ekhale palini hayi khona phela bengidaki ntwana sami zama 2K yama groovist bangifuna estrategi sejiving Chevy girl uyabhela ekhale palini hayi khona phela bengidaki ntwana sami zama 2K yama groovist bangifuna estrategi sejiving Chevy girl uyabhela ekhale palini hayi khona phela bengidaki hayi khona phela bengidaki awu bentakiwe ayikhona phela bentaki ama-2K ama-groovies bangifuna estrategi ngise-driving njevikela uyabheka ekhale epalini hayi khona phela bentaki ntwana sami zama-2K ama-groovies bangifuna estrategi ngise-driving njevikela uyabhela ekhale epalini hayi khona phela bentaki ntwana sami zama-2K ama-groovies bangifuna estrategi ngise-driving njevikela uyabhela ekhale epalini hayi khona phela bentaki ayikhona phela bentaki awu bentakiwe ayikhona phela bentaki.
Hey guys, so right now we're going to talk about the beauty tips of the week because I want to go to siyabaleka nyane. I want to lenda balele ashisa le. So what's the beauty tips of the week? We're going to talk about hibiscus tea, right? So what's hibiscus tea is rich in antioxidants and may help lower blood pressure, improve heart health, and support weight management. It also contains vitamin C, minerals that contribute to overall well-being. However, moderation is key, and excessive consumption may lead to potential side effects, right? So what do we use hibiscus tea to treat? You can use it to like treat your high blood, right? And then the fruit acids in hibiscus. I never. The fruit acids in hibiscus might work like a laxative. Other chemicals in hibiscus might be able to lower blood pressure, reduce levels of sugar and fat in the blood, reducing swelling, and work like an antibiotic, right? So manje, but hibiscus tea is also good for your face, right? Because it's good for what? Antioxidants. And it tells ukuthi vele ubuso hlala bungaphandle sibamba umoya ni dust go next door.
Next door.
Isn't eziningi because it is also a natural guys, I can't read English.
Okay,
I can't read English. No, I'm very black. I can't read English.
They're back.
So, is hibiscus good for your face? Yes, hibiscus is rich in antioxidants called anthocyanins. Yes, it's anthocyanins which fight off free radicals that help to prevent skin aging and decrease inflammation. It also has a natural surface. Yo!
Yeah, I'm not the only person who struggles with
guys,
English.
As today, English bundles dropped. But it's called saponins that cleanse the skin in the process. So hibiscus tea, guys, it's very good. It's good for so many things.
I know some of them, they're used to it in the gym.
Yes.
They know the gin blend that actually comes with hibiscus. So if you also don't know, gin is also good for like cleansing inside, especially my
Is it?
cozy one. Gin izinto eziningi Joe.
Angazi.
For if you ask us, the natural drinkers.
Guys,
Uzathina ijini noma umntwana kodwa unganika umntwana itea unganika umntwana ishot like umntwana makamilise because of how strong it
Yeah,
is
rubber.
you rub it there so it's also good for rubbing for a kid.
On
Don't
the
give a
gums.
child a shot
spirits.
uyongena esibhedlela baba and esibhedlela danyana. Anyway, it's isenze kanje ne. So we're going to talk about the different sexual kinks / sexual fantasies ne. So right now we're going to talk about the first one is age play. Age play refers to a woman or a person who is referred to mommy, daddy. Those also include pet names. Age play also refers to consenting adults who are into playing games where one pretends to be younger or older than the other.
Okay.
Angithi phela aka sugar mama sugar daddy.
Yeah, nje.
Kahle kahle. If you're not the same age, abo sugar mama sugar daddy. Because you age play yangempela ke leyo. Yabona le professional age playing.
Professional.
Anti-professional. Wow.
And then our second kink, we have agrophilia. So agrophilia is associated with the people who enjoy getting intimate in public places because the thought of being caught gives them an edge. Uyabona abanye abantu athi bhekoza kunomuntu obhekileyo ungawara ama-window ma-tinted. Ama-window atinted.
Kanti unamanga
Hayi kanti yi-see-through yazi le khethi le kudala lena 12 years ihengile lapha yi-see-through.
But also don't do it in the car, guys. On a spiritual aspect.
Okay, now go, okay, guys.
And I also heard this. I also heard this.
When I was
Ukuthi vele
growing
vele.
up, my mom used to say to my brothers they shouldn't do that at all.
In the car, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can try the staircase at the mall. And then BDSM, ne?
That's awesome.
BDSM.
Yeah, it's never an experience. BDSM, right? So BDSM stands for bondage, discipline / dominance, submission, and wow, can I?
Masochism.
There we go.
When am I
Sadism
dictionary?
and masochism.
Yeah.
Masochism.
And
So this
sadism.
acronym covers a wide range of erotic activities such as handcuffs, whips, ropes, suspenders, and it also includes relationships between a dom and a sub, not forgetting discipline and sadism.
Yeah, but what I know very well about BDSM, as much as
Unamanga, what's the 50 Shades of Grey?
no,
man?
not that I know personally. Yeah, guys, because how the knowledge is out there, it's also very like respectful, like in a sense that your dom will never do something to you that makes you feel
Uncomfortable.
You spoke of safe words, was it not
yeah,
you?
Yeah, safe words. This way,
yes.
sometimes you'd find that there's sometimes a written contract between a dom and a sub, so that
Ow,
everybody knows.
when
Yeah.
ukhuluma
50
nge- 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting a contract. I've lived, my girl.
Okay.
I have lived before my Kent. I saw it, Baba. Me, you don't know me. I've experienced in life.
Okay, well,
So I signed a contract.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It was pretty nice. So sometimes it was either the BDSM, and then sometimes it would include
Shele
R.
phela
Kelly
we are in
thing.
the safe
sometimes
space.
it would include the so sometimes we edit, our kink was also sometimes watching porn
Okay.
while we get down and dirty.
Okay.
So sometimes because there's not like another another couple there, because we also like the thought of watching.
Yeah.
Like literally sitting down.
So you'd swing.
Voyeur.
Yeah.
You go
yeah,
to these swinging
yeah,
parties.
yeah, but I have a membership for a swinger party.
My God. No judgment. But wow. How old are you?
Girl, cock holding.
I have a swingers membership. Like I've been there in an underground. That's when they have the
But now you know
the
better.
dungeon.
When look at after.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now you know better. It's
Like
like
to
Bruh, the swingers I've done. Most of these things are done before my kids. So mind you, I'm like, been there, done that, done that. And then after I also have. Ngifuna kanjani le gama le?
cock holding. Is it? Yes, it
I don't know. I'm a spiritualist.
She ran away from that one so fast. She's like, I am not catching this train, guys. Yes, it's called cuckolding. Yes.
I don't want
continue.
to. I don't want to read it because I'm gonna read it wrong.
Okay, this refers to
Thank
play.
Don't. You can't read my language.
Yo,
Never mind.
girl,
This refers to people who love to play and have rough intercourse with their partners, such as being tossed around, spanking, choking, and insults.
Yo, okay.
What's this list called?
Oh, it's kinks.
Oh.
Yeah, these are
I need
things.
to get one
Oh,
of
I
them.
thought y'all do that.
Say my name.
Insult.
DJ Khaled.
Andlal kanjani? Oh, hayi ngiyabona.
Yeah, when I want that to say my name, DJ Khaled. Those are like the insults, the spanking, and then being tossed around. Because some people literally like having rough sex. They prefer a man to just like toss them around.
Yeah.
Treat me like
A bag of potatoes.
yeah, a bag of
okay.
potatoes, something. I can't say the other S word.
Alethi jwalo naturally nje.
I
what
do
for now,
that.
but like-
I'm dominant, so I do it to the other person.
Okay. Gagging.
Gagging is another term popular in a sub and dominant relationship where most of the time the dom would gag his or her sub from speaking during an intimate moment. There are different gags that can be used, such as bowl gags, a tie, or silicone bowls.
Yeah, well, right
Ngifuna ngibophe
now.
ngetie. Ngicela, "Ngiriyaso, see?"
Hi, Bowen. Afriberry always, yes, always with the weirdness. Always, guys. Anyways, we're about to call Umutuba.
Yes, we're gonna call Itu very
Yes, our
soon, guys.
relationship
Because like,
enhancement
let's be honest, man.
consultant.
Ezinye izinto zimnandi. Like, let's explore my sexual fantasies. I'm mnandi, guys. In munondi. Like, uyabona ucabanga umuntu sangibopha lapha la wena man.
Like go off as a goat. No.
As a goat.
No.
So let's kindly call our sexual expert. Uzositshela ngama-toys, ama-lush, ama-strap-on.
Hi, Bo.
ama-vibrator.
Hi, Afriberry.
How? We're also educating the guys. What is a lush?
Where?
They don't know a
Stay
lush,
fast on
right?
that one.
Ne?
Yeah, they need to know what a lush is, what a strap-on is. Ay, gahle gahle.
I'll eat.
Itu.
Itu bathung.
Itu, where are you? Guys, you know, Itu's stochile.
Bye. Let's just play a little song a little bit and then see.
Itu's stochile. So you know what? For now, let's take a quick break and just try to get a hold of Itu in the meantime, guys. Ne? But I hope you guys are having a nice time because you know what? It's very exciting. It's very exciting. So dlala ingoma ka King XA athi Tabatsaka.
Body raza raza, Tabataka. Don't get go ahead. Nagi batasaka, Bakukai bu, Madidaba, Barata Tabataka. Body raza raza, Tabataka. Don't get go ahead. Nagi batasaka, Bakukai bu, Madidaba, Barata Tabataka. Bakuthola ka di fester, bakutshayele ka tsa gester. Don't look back, tell them food tank. Nywe, I'm me, I don't look back. Yeah, I smoke weed, yeah, I get drunk. How rekisa di daba, why about me? Tell lies, tell jokes about me. I'm all about my hustle, I don't read papers. I put pressure, more pressure. I'm all about the hustle, I don't read papers. I put pressure, more pressure. A go-getter, one abadimo, lisilo kiapuka. Music gives me power, one tosa. Bako fati pizza bare. The focus is the paper, no haters. The focus is the paper, no haters.
So guys, we're gonna try to call Itu again one more time, right? So hopefully she answers. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you, Itu?
I'm fantastic. How are you guys doing?
We great, my lovely relationship enhancement consultant.
I love it.
Itu, so you're live on Sisterhood. We are currently talking about sexual desires. So I just want you to quickly introduce yourself. We know that you have a erotic thriller. You wrote an erotic thriller called Lady Ole. So, and obviously you're a relationship enhancement consultant. So tell us a little bit more about the art of intimacy that you do or that you can offer anybody that is looking to know more.
Okay. Yes, my name is Itumiling, as you've heard, Itumutu. And I am a writer by trade. I started writing a long time ago, but I've always been interested in like eroticas, and that's how I got to write an erotica, because I realized that we don't have, well, I hadn't come across them. I'm sure they are now. Any South African written type eroticas. Everything was like either from the US or from the UK. So that's how I got to decide to write my book called Lady Ole. And then after that, because it was an erotica, it like led me to a lot of spaces around relationships, because I've always been like interested in such. And that's when I came across the Art of Intimacy, which is a company that specializes in adult accessories and toys. And I paired up with them, and together with the book, I mean, that's also what I also sell and give consultations about in terms of relationships and intimacy.
Yes. Okay. So just to let everybody know, the Art of Intimacy, like she said, is a company that sells erotic toys, right?
Yes.
Can I get a loosh?
Wow.
Okay.
She says can she get a loosh? Do you know what a loosh is?
No. It sounds like a brand name. What is a loosh?
Isn't it the one that vibrates for the clitoris? You know, that's one.
Oh, well, there's different names for it. Hence, I think it's a brand name. You guys are going by the brand name. Is it the flowery one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's called. I'm trying to find the right name for it, because what it does is that it's got the pulsating, sucking tool that's what makes it special. But there are other types, even if it's not shaped in the rose shape, that actually does the same thing. For instance, in our catalog, we've got something called the tapping toy.
Yes.
It kind of like does a similar sensation as well. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Because I see here on the site there's categories for couples. There's categories for role play. So right now, Afriberry, can you just repeat the categories we just looked at when it comes to kinks? So Edu can give us suggestions from there.
Can we get some suggestions for some BDSM toys
from them? Yeah.
Yeah, well, with BDSM, I always say BDSM is a bit tricky, right?
Yes.
Because everybody thinks that you should be into everything that is under BDSM, but not necessarily. Okay. So BDSM stands for bondage, dominance, masochism, and sadism, right?
Yes.
So, or mastery and slavery as well. So it just depends on what you are into. So some people you find that they're masochists, some people are sadists. For those that don't know what a masochist and a sadist is somebody that gets pleasure from inflicting pain, and masochist is somebody that gets pleasure from receiving pain.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what you are into under the BDSM, because it's quite wide. Like some people like bondage, some don't like bondage. So for instance, if you are into bondage play, there's like rope play.
Yes.
We've got a lot of ropes. We've even got a rainbow rope.
Wow.
And then
rainbow
catalog,
rope for the LGBTQ community. Hey.
Yes, hey. So we've got like ropes as well, but we also got something that we call it's a silky scarf, right? It's an erotic silky scarf. The reason why we opted for that instead of you can get handcuffs as well, but this one works better because it's multifaceted. With handcuffs, it's just cuffs. That's what they're used for. But with that kind of silky scarf, you can use it as a blindfold. You can use it as a restraint for both the hands and the legs. You can, and I mean, the one thing I want to emphasize before I continue is safety, guys.
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask you about, Uguti.
Yeah.
Had you ever come across a couple where, the one partner felt like, their needs were not met by the other due to like them always being the enforcer, trying to always, sort of be the...
They always wanted to be the giver, but they don't want to be the receiver.
where there was that imbalance when it comes to, and then they come to you and be like, how can we correct this? Because I see that part of the work that you do is advising couples and obviously helping them engage in open conversation with each other about what their sexual needs are. So how do you go about doing that in your in this work as a relationship enhancement consultant?
Let me tell you something. The basis of everything is communication, right? People, I often joke. I was giving a talk to a bunch of young men like recently.
Yes,
and I was
love
saying
that.
to them, like, you guys must stop choking banababatu without like having a conversation first.
That is
like,
so
you find that
traumatic.
person has got epilepsy or is asthmatic.
And it can
You're gonna end up in ER. Yeah, like you guys are gonna kill banababatu. Like stop it. Like have a conversation about
and
it.
it's
first.
hard
very-
when it comes
Well, you understand, and he thinks maybe he's giving her pleasure,
Exactly.
but he's not. It's an actual emergency because I'm actually very touched about that one because I know, Guti, like the strangulation. At first, I was okay with that because there hadn't been trauma involved. But then after going through a traumatic experience, then I found out that I actually really don't like being choked. And it triggers a traumatic
And it's okay.
response.
Look,
and it's okay.
everybody-
It's okay. You must tell your
Everybody
partner.
has got their kinks,
Like,
right?
yeah,
So
don't do that.
you need to sit down and have a conversation about it.
Don't do that.
You literally have to sit down and say, look, these are my hard. There's things called hard limits and there's things called soft limits.
There's
right?
hard limits and soft limits, yes.
Yes. So when it comes to soft limits, it's things that you're like, I'm willing to try,
I'm okay.
but
I'm willing
I don't
to
think
try,
it's
but I'm
my
not
thing.
sure. Like others will always be like, babe, let's try, from the back.
Yeah, like those are like soft limits. Like,
Yeah.
okay, for your sake, I can try, but it's really not my thing. Then there's
Yes.
hard limits
Yes.
where it's like, I don't do this, right? There was another couple that came to speak to me, and the guy wanted to he was more of a sadist, right? So wanted to get into impact play. Impact play is like spanking, anything that makes impact.
Yeah.
So, and the lady didn't want to be spanked. She really hated it. She's like, it gives her childhood trauma because she was beaten up a lot as a child.
No.
So she finds no pleasure in it, right?
Yeah.
And I said I had to find a compromise for the both of them. I was like, but do you mind receiving a little bit of pain with your pleasure? She's like, no, I just don't want to be like the
like that,
impactness of it. So I had to give them an alternative. I was like, okay, for your sadism's sake, for instance, why don't you try things like nipple clamps, for instance, like something that, like the pinch effect instead of the hit
Why are you
effect,
touching your
right?
boobs? Hey, you got the nipple clamps. You tshwara matsele. Hey, methole ya mo studio. Kore ga wa
You know what I mean?
bona. O itshwara matsele.
So I had to give them an alternative to say, but you don't have to impact, you can do other things, like you can bite a little, those kind of things that will still give her that bit of pain, but it doesn't have to have with that impact that traumatizes her. So communication is key. Like you guys have to sit down and talk about like things that you are into and openly so, like without having shame about it, to say, look, this is what I like.
Because like when I mean, how are you going to be sexually fulfilled when you're feeling shame and you don't want to speak out on the things that you actually really want done to you in order for you to be, content with the service that you have received. So there's questions here in the studio. Mukhadi, okay, Afriberry, go.
Yeah.
FYI.
But this is not the 8 hour. Please remember that, guys.
Products.
Okay.
I'm asking for me in the future.
Okay.
Things I will use in the future. So I was saw in the movie, ne? There's like this thing in my bob, ne? But if I get nyawe, I need to go on. It's like shackles, but then you can literally adjust them, and then they open
Oh,
the
that
legs
bar,
wider.
the bar that-
What do
yeah.
you call that?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I need
That
to.
bar.
Yeah. Do y'all have it there?
I think we do. I'll have to check my catalog because I
What's
think
it
it's
called?
part of the. We've got a swing set.
So
And I
what's it
think that
called?
a swing set.
Is it called a swing set?
that's
That bar,
No,
that-
no.
yeah.
I'm not sure what it's called, but I think we have it. It's like a restraining bar. Like I literally
Yes.
actually quote it in my book, Fadina.
Nice.
So
Okay.
you also have a swing set.
Sorry.
A swing set.
Yes, we
Is
do
it
have a
those
swing
ones
set.
that they actually like plug in like the ceiling and stuff, and
Yeah.
then woo, ba kopana ko moyeng.
Yes.
But to African,
Wena bahlangane emoyeni wena wazilutho wena.
okay.
Can I ask?
Yes,
Yes.
can you ask now?
Can I ask from a less naughty angle? I want to understand, Hore, like like how do you know what's my kink? How do you develop kinks?
Yes.
Like,
How
where
do
does it
how do
from?
people actually?
Okay.
Because I
Yes.
could choke.
So let me-
All right,
Yeah.
choki.
How do I know that I don't
Yeah.
like if I've never
It's
had
a trial and error thing with kinks, right? Let me explain the difference between a kink and a fetish, right?
Okay.
Because most people
Oh,
don't
thank
know
you. Yes.
the difference, right?
Okay.
So a fetish is usually something that you every time you want to get
Stimulated.
have intercourse, for
Yeah.
instance, you need that thing, that aspect of it for you to get aroused, right? So it's a need. It's like you will not date a girl that has ugly feet because of the fact that you can't. It will not get up because of like she's
The
got ugly
minute you
feet.
just look at those feet,
'Cause
it falls.
it's like you need to. It's a fetish, right? So
Yes.
a fetish is a need. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
it's
an
a need.
obsession.
It's something that you need to get you off,
Yeah.
like so that you can get to where you need to go, right?
A
And then a
kink?
kink is usually something that you do that is more like you get excited more about the thrill
To
of
enhance,
doing it.
yeah, it's something.
No,
that
no,
you,
wait,
is it?
wait, listen
Okay,
to me.
okay, Askies.
It's you get high on the thrill of doing it because it's a taboo, right? It's
Oh.
generally seen as a taboo. So it's doing something that is out of the ordinary, like and the excitement comes from the fact that you're doing something out of the ordinary.
Also,
you
it's
know,
like similar to like your age play. The one thing we talked about age play, where people pretend to be younger or a bit more older because
Yeah,
sometimes-
age regression.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes me uncomfortable, but that's me personally.
Same, same.
Yeah, it's just me personally. I'm not into age regression, and I'm not shaming anybody else, kink shaming anybody else who is, because they are both adults, and
Consent,
I guess
Yeah,
that's
they
what
consent to that. Yes.
Yeah, it just makes me a bit uncomfortable. It's just something that I know for a fact that it's not a kink that I'm into.
And cuckolding,
So-
because I think mostly, most people are not sure what that is.
With cuckolding.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, but let me finish my thought first
Okay,
of what I wanted to say within the kinks. So once you are you know that you've had intercourse before, then you become a thrill seeker. So it's a trial and error thing, as in like there's certain things that you'll find thrill in, and there's certain things that you won't find thrill in. So you can try. You're like, okay, let's try restraints today. I like it. I don't like it. Let's try something else. I like it. I don't like it. So that's how kinks go. They usually go within the notion of trying, and until you get to a kink, you're like, this is my thing. This is my jam. Now this is what I like, right? So that's the thing with kinks. It's just trial and error kind of thing. Some people are lucky; they know from the onset what their kinks are, and some people are not. So, and some people are vanilla, guys. Some people don't
Some
have
people
kinks.
just don't like extra things. Like when you
They
start
don't have
doing
kinks,
that,
and it's
like,
okay.
yeah, and it's okay. It's also okay just to like, just the plain traditional.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's okay. There's
Vanilla
nothing
sex is
wrong
also
with being
fine.
vanilla
Sorry?
as well.
those are
And I
hot.
feel like people in the kink world like to shame
Yes,
vanilla
they
people,
do. Yes,
and
they
vanilla
do.
people like to shame kinksters. So for me, I'm like, no, like be who you are. Like if
Yeah.
you're vanilla, stay vanilla. There's
It's
nothing wrong.
okay,
If you're a
yeah.
kinkster, be a kinkster
Yeah,
and
me,
be
I'm
proud
proudly
about it.
Dora the Explorer.
You know. Yeah. So going back to your cockholding
Yes.
issue, it's also another kink that is not for everybody. You understand what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, for those that don't know what cockholding is, it's when your guy watches you with another dude. Usually the guy has to be bigger, seem bigger and better. if I
Yeah,
may.
like so basically watching a better version of you what's yours.
Yep.
Yes, right.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I mean, that comes with something called compersion, right?
Okay.
The word compersion means that when you get pleasure from seeing your partner get pleasured, even if it's not by you.
Wow. Okay.
So
Wow.
there's a satisfactory feeling that you get that your partner is getting pleasured. So their pleasure gives you happiness, even if that pleasure is not from you,
Wow.
right? So yeah, so that's the term compersion. So when you are into things like group play,
Yeah. So
or
orgies and
cuckolding
yeah.
or that kind of stuff, or swinging, you have to have compersion. If you don't have compersion, you're not gonna be able to do it.
You can't be me. You can't
Yeah.
go to a swingers club
Yeah,
like me, my
no,
guy.
no,
You
no,
just
no,
sit
no,
there and watch.
Well, Itu, thank you so much for actually sharing a little bit on this, because actually we are going to have someone from the Art of Intimacy on the 8th hour, another one of Share Online's many shows, informative and empowering shows, and they will even do demonstrations, bring along some products, and yeah, they
Say
can show you
properly,
and
toys. They are bringing toys.
But it's not just toys. It's other also there are other products.
Yes,
like
there
for
are other
instance,
products. That's why I said
gels
products,
and
because there's
lubricants
lubricants
and
and
you know.
because all of that are important when it comes
Yes,
to
it's
the
all,
art
it's
of
those rubber
intimacy.
bangles.
It's an
Remember the
art,
ones that I
guys.
showed you last time?
Yes.
Because I discovered something. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
the bangles are dieting. The bangles are dieting. Apparently, but they can hold. They make it last longer. They make.
Oh
the,
yeah, absolutely. I was actually
Cock
just
rings,
talking
is
to a
it?
client
Yes, it's
about
the
one.
cock
They
rings,
just
man. They
ordered
have-
one
they have-
just
they-
now.
they have a
It's
name
a
for
C
it.
ring. Call it a C ring.
C-ring, yes,
For the sake of
sorry.
being
Yes.
language appropriate.
Yes,
It's a
Oh no,
C-ring.
actually, or at least they call them delay rings.
Yeah, but it depends. Not
Yeah.
all of them are delay.
Okay.
It depends on which ones, because it also goes with training, right? So, for instance, we've got ones that come in different sizes. So you can start with a larger one, and they get smaller and smaller. The reason why they do that is because they restrict the blood in the member. That in that way, once that restriction is there, it helps them to maintain the erection for longer, and also helps them not to reach their destination quickly.
Wow. Okay. I know that this is quite a hot topic, and that, there's so much more to this topic that we can explore on the 8th hour here on Share Online. So you guys need to set your notifications for the 8th hour so you can catch more on that from the Art of Intimacy. But if you want more about the book, I think I will share on all the Prime Cut Creatives pages on Itu's book. But then also, Itu, can you just share quickly where anybody who wants your book can get it?
I'm currently distributing it myself. So if you can, I'm on all social media platforms. So you can find me on Facebook and X and Insta.
Social
But I
media
prefer if
handle?
you go like Facebook or Insta. My handle is @itumutuba. And Itumile Mutuba on Facebook. I have a page there, a Lady Ole page as well. So you can also just go on that page as well to find out more. I can also give up my number. It's 082-632-8832 for anybody else who'd like to also ask about products or also ask about the book.
No problem. I will. So, guys, thank you so much, Itu, for being on our show and
my
giving
pleasure.
us your time and, explaining more about this, because this is quite a hot topic. Thank you so much. We'll catch you on the flip side. And to everybody else, if you guys want any of these links for Itu, I will put them on the Prime Cut Creatives link tree, so you can find those in the bio. And then for even some more of Share Online's content, you can find on there. Even this episode, if you want it, we can have cut the moments, some highlights. We can cut the highlights of the show, and you can find them on there.
Thank you very much, you two, for the amazing talk, and I'll definitely come shopping.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, ladies.
No problem.
No problem. Thank you. Bye.
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 Okay, ladies. So just to end off the show quickly, I'm gonna run through the final comments there.
Yeah.
Cleopatra. Uyabuya futhi, I'll call you guys next time, and then Cleopatra comes back again. I'd say, Afriberry, LMFO, that's the aqua next door. And then Cleopatra comes back again out of laughing out loud. Bona, I have done it in the car. However, I do understand the reason it's not allowed to do it in the car, especially if the car ibigwi underground gang. Ibigwi underground gang. And then Cleopatra comes back again after this topic needs shampoo, caviar, extra, so aphrodisiac vibes. And then we have to aphrodisiac, Cleopatra, it's aphrodisiac. Cleopatra, atukuzanu Afriberry, talanga kuzegi. We have and then we also have another comment from Ubanela. Atikundalini must be raised, the spine fluid must flow.
Yebo,
and then
Banels.
nangumuntu ethi futhi athi stone queer athi 100% Cleo stone queer sathi Banele 100% sathi phinda phindi yini white tantric uzasitshela iside you're on the side.
Yes,
flow.
please, Pindi. Ngicela ukuthi ucomment utshela abantu ukuthi yini white tantric. Please give them more information. Or maybe we can have you and you can actually tell them more about that experience for yourself. But for now, guys, we have to sign out. So
Thank you,
it's your
ladies.
girl, UTC, babes, my positive affirmations, babes, my mental health, babes, we're positivity, ngoba you know
That
it's all
dindi
love
enhle.
over here. Itadindi enhle yasekasi ekwazi ukushifta. I'm a shapeshifter,
That's
just a
what's
body
up.
imitating life. So everybody here, it's a sign out from me. It's bye.
And from me, your girl Afriberry, also known as Miss Berry Blaze, but to the darker berry, the sweeter than dun dun, imnandi mamnyama marmale mhlophe tekateken podloko famaname wetai komakahle. Nitisaenaro bon voyage.
Thanks, ladies,
Bye.
for having me.
And bye to our guest, Umokhadi.
Bye, guest. How
They
the
think I live
shang
here.
and go
They don't greet me. They don't say bye
Don't
to
say
me.
bye, Nje. Askisi, bad
But no,
manners.
thank you for having me, ladies.
No problem.
No
Yeah,
problem.
Mokhadi, thank you for gracing us.
Ngobile athi hlala nami.
Hlala nami njalo ungangishiyi. Hlala nami njalo ungangilahli. Ngoba ngeke ngikwazi ukuphila ngaphandle kwakho. Ngoba ngeke ngikwazi ukuphila ngaphandle kwakho. Ngike ngicinge uba mangishiwa nguwe uyoba njani. Ngike ngicinge uba mangishiwa nguwe uyoba njani. Ngiyoba yini? Ngiyoba ngumjingo obethwa ngibani. Ngiyoba yini? Ngiyoba ngumjingo obethwa ngibani. Phela mina ngilutho ngaphandle kwakho wena ngiyakulungilutho. Mawungekho siyacima ibani. Ngingaze ngizokhala ngobani. Siyacima ibani. Ngingaze ngizokhala ngobani. Phela ungangibukisi nabantu engibatshelile baningi labantu kuthi angeke ngikwazi ukuphila ngaphandle kwakho. Hlala nami njalo ungangishiyi. Hlala nami njalo ungangilahli. Ngoba ngeke